Maybe I'll go riding.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I can't plan your day.
Number 10, Donnie Darko.
What's going on?
Horrible accident. My neighbor got killed.
What happened?
Many years after its release, this film's ending still confounds many, even those who have rewatched it multiple times. Donnie Darko is a troubled teenager who begins to exhibit strange behavior after encountering a mysterious figure named Frank. Following an intense build-up, the film comes to a rather shocking and abrupt end, as Donnie's death sends shockwaves through the community. The narrative is completely twisted on its head, with the confusing timeline giving it an entirely new context. A second viewing would certainly allow audiences to better understand the movie's time travel mechanics and piece together clues that were hidden in earlier scenes. It would also give further insight into Donnie, with all of his abilities and complex emotions becoming clearer.
I feel bad for his family.
Yeah.
Number 9, Taxi Driver. At the end of this intense drama, Travis Bickle frees a young girl with a small arsenal of weapons. He's wounded, survives the shootout, and becomes a hero. Did he live to tell the tale, or is it just a fantasy before death? Director Martin Scorsese explores the psyche of a troubled man better than anybody could. The final moments give Bickle what he always wanted, a celebrated national hero who is happy at work as a cab driver. But something about it seems too sanitized to be true.
I read about you in the papers. How are you?
Oh, it's nothing really. I get over that. Papers always blow these things up.
The film never definitively clears this up, allowing viewers to decide for themselves after watching it again. Scorsese's open-ended finale creates moral questions that remain fascinating after all these years.
How much was it?
Number 8, Inception.
Look who's here.
After a whirlwind journey stealing from people by infiltrating their dreams, Dom Cobb returns to his family in America. However, he still feels the need to know if he is in a dream or the real world. Dom spins the top but then abandons it and embraces his children, choosing not to know the outcome. Director Christopher Nolan closes the film with a question mark, prompting viewers to discuss the ending at length. It's a thrilling moment filled with incredible emotion that will leave you thinking, no matter how many times you see it. This wouldn't be the first Nolan finale worthy of a rewatch either. His earlier film Memento also ends with a gut punch.
I have to believe in a world outside my own mind. I have to believe that my actions still have meaning, even if I can't remember them.
Number 7, Enemy.
Helen, did you plan on doing something tonight?
Over the course of this trippy thriller, director Denis Villeneuve keeps you guessing about two identical men. In the end, one seems to be dead and the other, having stepped into the shoes of his doppelganger, encounters a massive tarantula instead of his wife. It might seem illogical at first, but things only start to get clearer on repeated viewings. That's when the hazy details come into focus. The ripped picture, the spider in the opening scene, all pointing to the fact that Adam and Anthony are one and the same. It's a shocking yet ambiguous ending that could be interpreted in a myriad of ways. But you definitely need a second watch to fully grab the film's subtext. Number 6, Vertigo. Due to an incident that results in the death of his colleague, Scotty Ferguson develops a fear of heights. He then becomes the victim of a plan by his old friend, which is so convoluted that you might not fully grasp it on first watch. Scotty takes his new flame Judy to a bell tower where she falls to her death in a tragic accident.
I heard voices.
Director Alfred Hitchcock doesn't wait for the audience to catch up, much less care to explain the intricacies of the plot. Is Judy the same person as Madeline? Why does she jump upon seeing the nun? And how does Scotty overcome his fear of heights? You'd likely have to go back again to figure it all out.
I made it.
Number 5. American Psycho.
I killed Paul Allen. And I liked it. I can't make myself any clearer.
A New York banker kills many people, but his voicemail confessing to all the murders falls on deaf ears. No one seems to believe any of the horrendous things he claims to have done. Patrick Bateman ends the film with some harrowing narration, leaving the audience feeling uneasy.
All I have in common with the uncontrollable and the insane, the vicious and the evil, all the mayhem I have caused and my utter indifference toward it, I have now surpassed.
Other movies might give this kind of character a comeuppance. In American Psycho, however, the protagonist seems to evade justice for his crimes. Filmmaker Mary Herron leaves viewers in Bateman's warped mind, making them question everything that has happened, just like he does. The ending sets up a number of profound questions about evil, asking people to provide their own theories over multiple viewings.
I had dinner with Paul Allen twice in London, just 10 days ago.
No, you...
Number 4. No Country for Old Men.
How'd you sleep?
I don't know. Had dreams.
Well, you got time for them now.
Rather than ending with a climactic shootout, this intense film chooses to finish things off with an excellent laid-back monologue. Sheriff Bell recounts a dream about his father before the movie cuts to black. Some might come away unsatisfied, but this speech does provide a great bookend. Bell's words open and close the story as he describes his family, his philosophies, and his insights into the future.
In the dream, I knew that he was going on ahead. He's fixing to make a fire somewhere out there and all that dark and all that cold.
He failed to save the hero or stop the villain, setting up this final moment where he struggles for answers. Sometimes it's important to know that not all stories have happy endings. It's widely considered an unorthodox finale, but it leaves viewers with so much to unpack for just one viewing.
I knew that whenever I got there, he'd be there. Then I woke up.
Number 3. The Shining.
Miss Grady, weren't you once the caretaker here?
Why, no, sir. I don't believe so.
Jack Torrance chases his son Danny through a hedge maze, but he ends up freezing to death. The ending of this Stephen King adaptation then features a chilling glimpse at a picture. Torrance appears to be in a photo from the 1920s, making his entire existence seem shady. He calls into question his age, life, and past employment history. It almost sneaks up on you, with a final gut punch that you need to see twice to fully digest. The supernatural plot comes back to haunt viewers with the notion that not everything is as it seems.
I'm sorry to differ with you, sir. But you are the caretaker. You've always been the caretaker.
Number 2. Mulholland Drive.
Shortcut. Come on, sweetheart.
By the end of Mulholland Drive, you might find yourself questioning reality itself. Aspiring actress Diane Selwyn pays a hitman to kill her rival Camilla Rhodes. Emotions get the best of her, prompting a horrifying death scene and another trip to Club Silencio. Director David Lynch is known for his surreal ideas, and this ending continues in that tradition. Another watch might help viewers pick up on details such as the blue key, but there isn't just one way to interpret this conclusion. It's certainly taking aim at universal concepts such as jealousy, regret, and mental health. The director also puts you at the center of a breakdown, with Naomi Watts giving a nuanced performance that's certainly worth revisiting. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The Usual Suspects. The evil mastermind thwarts Agent Kuyan with a miraculous lie.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
And like that, he's gone.
Anatomy of a Fall. Sandra returns home, but the question of her guilt remains unresolved. Whiplash. Andrew wows in his final solo and arguably falls under the spell of his evil teacher. Fight Club. The narrator and Tyler Durden blur together as the film reaches an explosive end.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
Number 1. 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Evidence seems pretty conclusive that it hasn't been covered up by natural erosion or other forces. It seems to have been deliberately buried.
Deliberately buried.
Stanley Kubrick's sci-fi masterpiece asks fundamental questions about the universe, technology, and humanity. The final scene sees astronaut Dave Bowman age rapidly until he encounters the mysterious monolith. This turns him into a celestial fetus that hovers in space. What does it all mean? The answers aren't exactly clear, but the director invites viewers to draw their own conclusions about the monolith's power. A first watch will definitely leave you puzzled, but a second viewing might bring you closer to understanding the metaphorical nature. Whatever the literal meaning may be, the film asks you to ponder the mysteries of life. It's a groundbreaking statement that warrants countless viewings to fully appreciate its depth. Did we forget another movie ending that deserves a rewatch? Let us know in the comments below.
Damn you! God damn you all to hell!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.